we should be live. Hello everyone, I'm Iron Phoenix and welcome to Black Mesa. A long time ago, I think I did it as a stream actually. Well, I went through and I played all of the games in order, and the one that I chose for the Half-Life was actually Black Mesa, because it was the first Half-Life game, but done in the modern day source engine, which means that you can have things like multiple polys for things. I mean, look, it's a bin. You know it's a bin because it looks like a bin, rather than just sort of a collection of brushes. Because an awful lot of Half-Life 1 was built using brushes, not necessarily with models. Plus, all the scientists do actually look reasonably individual, apart from that guy appears to have twins. But anyway. Yeah, so once we've done all this. So, yeah, one of the reasons why I wanted to do a stream of this is because I think that this is a fantastic example of games design. I might need to just stick my AA up a bit. Hold on. Options. Things are looking a little bit jaggy. Let me just change. Oh god, where would you put advanced? Texture needs to do. Field of view, AA mode, let's put that on. FX AA, I can't remember the difference between them, but I don't know why you'd have that set to none. Apart from if it was that one that basically just throws Vaseline at the screen. That is awful, and I hate it. I think it's like Smur. Yeah, that's better, less jaggies. Okay, right, well, we will... So, Half-Life came at a time in gaming when there were some defined ideas about what certain games should be, and in general, Half-Life started... it just created a very good template for games going forwards, certainly. What stories should be, how games should begin. And I don't really think we saw many games around this time that really followed. Everybody was trying different things to try and create what games should be. So Unreal took it in one direction. You can certainly see similarities between Half-Life and Unreal, first one, which had a story. And for the most part, oh god, possibly Quake as well. I never actually played Quake until Quake 3, but I'm of an understanding that it's a very sort of similar style. Doom as well. Doom certainly created a certain standard of what shooters would be before Half-Life came along, and kind of demonstrated what 3D shooters should be. And certainly Unreal and Half-Life, very sort of similar games in how they did things. But they differed in sort of smaller ways. Obviously Unreal had far less of an opinion about the player character. You were a convict, a prisoner, who had survived a crash. Deal with the boss ladder. Oh, I hate the ladder bosses. Okay. Oh god, yeah, I've got to get the rotors going. Right. I did put this in borderless mode, which means that it shouldn't just pause the game each time, but it does. Which, not great. Anyway, only going to be doing this for an hour, I should note, as normal. We may come back to this, or may not. I don't know. This is more a bit of a talk in games design, and rather than necessarily playing the game. As Black Mesa basically took Half-Life levels and improved upon them to kind of just add a bit more life to them in places. So the tram network is the same length, but they've just been able to add more into the scenes to kind of give yourself more of a sense of what Black Mesa is. Certainly this scene, again, you have something that Half-Life did was it created an awful lot of these set pieces of describing the world through things that are sort of going on. So this entire scene is important, and this sort of scene could also have been done in a cutscene, but it's not. It's almost like it's an interactive cutscene. It's very sort of streamlined along a certain path. So we climb up there, we start the rotors, we then come down and push this into here. And everything is about to go horribly wrong. Had we not done that, well, we have to do that. It's all sort of streamlined. Railroaded, I mean. And I think you can actually pull it out as well by holding. You used to be able to. Oh, maybe they've taken that out. You used to be able, like, if you held E and you could actually drag the specimen out. Game. Maybe if we. Yes. We probably needed to walk into a trigger volume to continue the scene. Things are now falling apart. We get to see some alien life. So here we have some bull squid in their natural habitat, and we now see. Oh God, what are these things called? I can't remember what these things are called. Vortigons. It's been a while. And then we get a nice sort of load screens. This was the other interesting thing that this engine did. It was very good at hiding loading, because obviously games back in those days, for their time, they needed an awful lot of loading screens, and this is not something that was really improved with this newer engine. The Source engine can only support some health. Can only support half-mile cubes, unless you start playing around with. So I'm just going to reduce the audio on my end. Unless you start reducing the size of the player, and then you have to deal with an awful lot of messing around with the the physics just can't handle it. Basically, it's not ideal. You can do it, but don't bother. It's not worthwhile in the long run. Right, let's go up. So for example, one of the things that you shouldn't do with the Source engine is, for example, a long section involving an airboat and a helicopter, because you can only go so far before you have to stop and do a load zone, unless the levels are designed to sort of go back in on themselves, which can cause other issues. So there's an awful lot of things here with sort of timed load zones and load zones that are designed so that you go through a door closes behind you, and then you go through a load zone. Excellent. So I should note that I did actually start playing this because many a true nerd decided to play Half-Life 1. Yay, I can... Oh, yes, this beam thing is still not really working properly. And... yeah, look. Crawl through the... Oh. Yep. That's sort of an example of a set piece that I kind of triggered a little bit too early. I think in the base game, essentially, I'm going to call it the base game, it does actually just go straight through and kill that scientist straight away. So now we've lost... we've lost stuff. Okay, the whole place is just sort of falling to pieces, but it's fine because we can get up here. We can also do crouch jumps, which was a thing back in those days. There's not many sort of iconic games, I should note, that sort of really... back in the day, so we would basically be talking something like Halo as an iconic game. I don't like Halo very much. I don't think it was a very memorable game, unlike Half-Life. If you say to anyone, you know, Half-Life, you've got the... let's call the elevator. We all easily know exactly what happens. We call the elevator, and then... come on. Instead of just getting out of the elevator, they did that. And then we can sort of crawl through here and then jump up. Oh, no, we need to go down first. Because... I think... come on, get off the... Half-Life ladders. Half-Life ladders are an absolute nightmare. No, there's no actual benefit to coming down here anymore. There used to be a battery down there in the base game, but not in this one. There's also a load zone here, which is interesting. Odd that they would put it here. Actually, no, it isn't, because you've got the two doors closing up. Yeah, okay. Yep. Classic line. Okay, come on. Ask God to follow. I need your gun. Shoot that guy. Shoot him. Gods have infinite ammo, which is nice. Poor thing. Oh, can I get in there? I can. Oh, I don't really want to be in here. He needs to shoot that guy, and so I can explore. There you go. This has sort of been added in. I do like the breakable glass that they added into Half-Life 2. I probably should give a little bit of an overview of this. You may hear me talking about things like gold source and source. The two are very different things. Ooh, I can pick up a flare. And... throw it. How do I use the flare? Okay, so I can pick up flares and I can drop them. And I can throw them at people, but they're not... Oh, that one was meant to ignite when I picked it up, but it didn't, for reasons. Hold on. That must not been a particularly good... that's not a very good flare if it doesn't actually ignite. So you could use them. In base game you got... ow. Oh, you meant to use the... yeah, you didn't actually get flares. You got the crowbar not a lot earlier. I'm kind of looking for useful things like health packs. But unfortunately, I'm just kind of throwing flares at people at the moment. Oh, zombies at the moment. No, that's not going to be useful. There we go. Come on, die. Burn to death. There we go. I shouldn't run over that because I don't have a huge amount of health. So what we have in here is a room with nothing in. Okay, fair enough. I'll take the flare though. It shall light my path and burn zombies. And that's the... Oh, there's a head crab in there. I wonder if we can use the... Yeah. Come on, I need my crowbar. There we go. He's dead. Oh, he incinerated the head crab. Okay. Fine. Let's get a drink. You used to be able to use these machines. Okay, fine. Fine, we'll go on. Into here. Which is full of awful things. Yeah, a crowbar would be nice, but I can't remember where it is. In base game, you get it an awful lot earlier. Oh god, there's a... Oh, there is a health station there. I need to... Come on, God. Murder him. Thank you. Get some health. Woot. Oh god, yep, that's also a zombie. And that is flares. Oh god. Sorry. That is also ammunition. Presumably for if the guy had the guy had died or whatever. Basically we've got, oh for goodness sake. God, that's like Bethesda AI, which was a bit of a running joke actually in you know, even in Half-Life 2 there was a bit of a running joke of, you know, AI will always get in the way of the player character. I've got no weapons. You have to... Come on, kill him. There we go. Oh god, that's another one. Kill him, please. Nope. You're a little bit defenseless. I can't get through there. I can't get through that door because it's locked and there's no... Come on. Just kill him, please. Now kill these two, please. Excellent. Ooh, we can now set off the fire alarm, right? Oh, the fire alarm's already gone off. Okay. Yes, you do that. I'm going to run out here. Oh god. So, head crab, and I've got nothing. I can't deal with him. Hold on. Maybe if I lure him back over here. Hold on. God. Oh, flare. Flare. Oh god. Oh, come on. Oh, god. Right. Okay. He's dead. Right, yes, so this was actually a bit of an Easter egg that you could come through here in the base game. Not that it matters much. You get out to here, you got a security guard out there who then falls to his death, and there's nothing else out here. But it's nice to keep these sort of set pieces in. It really does sort of get a feel for the environment, which I don't know if you really see much anymore. Quite a lot of the time they'll just kind of cheat and use cutscenes, but back in these days you kind of had to use these because cutscenes were not great. Ah, the crowbar. Excellent. And there's also a health station. Excellent. No shield stations, though, right? No batteries? No. Okay. And we just do our crouch jump, which is another thing that's sort of gone from games. It's a bit of a shame. Can I? Ah, I can't get through that. Oof. Yep. Let's murder that guy. Less zombies, the better. And then we go down into the coolant reserve, where we get our... He's dead. We don't have a gun on that security guard. Why would you? And so we move on. I need to actually... So I've been going for 20 minutes, that's fine. I might also do a satisfactory stream later on today. The Hearts of Iron one that just didn't happen. Yeah. It's one of those things. I will try and do one tomorrow. Battery! Yes! I'll get very excited about finding batteries. But I love that sort of the developers for this, the modders, took Half-Life 1 and really did, you know, they did it justice, I feel. You know, the game certainly is, you know, they could have just taken it as is. They would have, you know, with the better graphics and not really done much work to it. But they didn't. They made something of their own. Oh god. Oh god. Yes, the sinky bit that teaches us about water. It's very good at the game is very good at teaching us lessons, easy lessons to, you know. It's tutorializing, but it's tutorializing it in a way that's not boring. Unlike something like the most boring tutorial I have ever done would be well, there's the most boring and there's the most pointless. So the most boring tutorial I've done is Eve Online's. Takes, I don't know, hour or two to do. Mainly because they use rule of 3 for everything. You know, you repeat the same thing 3 times and then you learn it. But there's no sort of save option. So you have to do it all in one sitting, or if you have to leave for whatever reason, you then have to do it again. Which is not ideal, to say the least. Those things are barnacles, not ropes, as Many True Nerd initially thought before he got eaten. These are hound dogs. And that is hot water, apparently. So tutorials. So everything is sort of tutorialized. Everything sort of is built up very slowly. It doesn't use rule of 3. This is the interesting thing. Half-Life does not use rule of 3, which is good. It just constantly reinforces the rules of how things work. So here there is a puzzle element, actually. The idea is that you need to get into one of these buildings, into here. And so it is minus 96 in there, and it's sort of reinforced that, you know, this is, although you can crawl into this bit, you need to get into here in order to continue. There's also a first aid station here, which is nice, and you can't get out of that door either. You can only get in through here. But there's these hot water pipes everywhere, so logically, feed 1, feed 2, you need to find the hot water to turn it on. So here you have a break in the combat in order for you to just do a puzzle, which is another good thing that that Half-Life sort of does. So Okay, so we've talked about Eve's tutorial, which is frankly dull. Ooh. Yes, I want weapons. Yes, we want to go there. Yes, yes. Scientists, come with me. Sally forth. Ooh. I've got a companion now. I cannot let him die because otherwise I can't get the weapons. I think it's this way. It's like, lead the way. I know of a place you can go to get more weapons. Lead the way. And then it says, yeah. You just can't. It just kind of assumes you know where to go. Right, let's let him in here. Woot. And we also get grenades because, yeah. Is there anything else we need in here? Health. Can't get in through there. Right, fine. You're gonna just hide in here. That's fine. Nope, we are going to continue on. Right, and that should now allow us to jump down here. And that has now reached a nice toasty 12, which means we can open this door and this one. And then move through it, which is rather nice. So, another way not to make a tutorial, as I found out recently, was Dark Souls 3. Now, Dark Souls 3 is one of those games which everybody, well, Dark Souls in general, but I was playing Dark Souls 3 because I had it in my thing. It's one of those games that everybody raves about and claims it's the best game ever. And yet, the tutorial sucks. Why does the tutorial suck? Well, it assumes you're playing with a controller, and even if you don't have a controller installed, it just assumes you are going to still be playing with a controller, which is not ideal. I didn't move fast enough. So all of the control bindings are basically saying, yeah, you're playing with a controller. You know, press right trigger to attack. I don't have a right trigger because I'm using a mouse and a keyboard. In the end, I had to go into the control bindings to find out what they were talking about, which is again not ideal. And by not ideal, I mean it's a stupid idea. And in the end, I just got annoyed with it. And oh, it's safe now. You can actually, if you get in there quick enough, you can actually toss a grenade in there. If you really wanted to. But anyway, let's see what's through here. Nothing. I can't go through any of these. There's the occasional secret, but not too many. Right, I need to... These all basically have health bars, so... God. And he's going to hit that at me, which I really should have dodged. Because it's going to be easier to navigate if I'm not having to deal with barnacles. And I've got no explosive barrels, so... Right. Manual override, emergency use only, and we pull this up, and that raises the water. So, we can then go up here. But before I do, I'm just going to very quickly... Oh, no, I'm running out of oxygen. Don't think there's anything interesting. So, let's go over here. Yay! And then we have a nice load zone. So, I will also note that Black Mesa is now, I think, out of early access. They may not actually be out of early access yet. Actually, thinking about it, but they have. They are basically finishing up Zen, which was the last thing they needed to do, which was nice. Zen took them quite a long time because although all the facility is actually very good, sort of level wise, the Zen is not. Zen is actually. Zen is the weakest point of Half-Life, so they kind of had to go through it and sort of make it a little bit more fun to play, which, can be difficult. I mean, it would be similar to someone going back to Halo and trying to make that a fun game to play. Completely impossible. You may notice that I'm not a fan of Halo. It just wasn't an interesting game. In any way, shape or form, mainly because there's no sort of big sort of memorable scenes. The two memorable parts are the start and the end, mainly because the end partly because you got the sort of you're in the Warthog, you're driving through the ship that where everything's exploding, and it's fun. I've got to kind of keep. However, I'm possibly going to die because I'm not very good at hitting things, as it turns out. Damn it. There's a special thing there. Just get out. Run over here to health thing. Just quickly give myself a health injection. The bit at the end is probably, the bit at the end, bit at the beginning, all the stuff with the ship. The stuff in between, I don't remember any of it. I remember, the flood exists, but apart from that, it's just like, yeah, the flood exists. That's all I remember about it. Whereas this, if you say blast pit or on a rail, people immediately know what you're talking about if they've played the first game. If they haven't, then they'll have no idea. The tram scene, or there's lots of just very memorable scenes in Half-Life, and there just isn't. I possibly should have waited for the guard to get off. Oh god, yep, up here. Okay. And now we jump over here. I probably should have sprint jumped, but it's fine. We're over, and then we can go through here. But Halo did serve an important part of gaming, in that it was one of the first games to postulate the idea of having two weapons and some kind of melee. And all other games beforehand used, or the vast majority of the games beforehand used this sort of system where you have, Gordon Freeman can carry a missile launcher, a shotgun, all the weapons and ammunition that you can get, whereas an awful lot of other shooters today I forgot that that's a 3-round burst. I don't know why it's a 3-round burst, but it's a 3-round burst on the alt fire. Oh, and ow. But it doesn't matter, we've got health and battery. So an awful lot of shooters today, they kind of go off certain principles, so they might pull from Half-Life to create sort of a good sort of story with these sort of set pieces if they want to go down that sort of route. I think I have to go through here, avoiding the barnacles. We also see things like cover systems. So yeah, an awful lot of military shooters will have the same sort of setup that Halo did with the weapons. But yeah, so cover systems are actually a rather interesting thing, because people will sort of see sort of cover systems and think that Gears of War was the first game to build that sort of lock-on cover system and blind fire, and it wasn't. It just wasn't. The first game to do that I know of is a game called Kill Switch, Kill.Switch. And I don't really remember much of the game. It was, not a particularly memorable game all in all, but one of the most memorable parts of it was this sort of the sticky-based cover system, where you could go into cover, say, against a thing, and then you'd have people firing at you, and you could just literally hit the blind fire button and aim sort of at them. And, it would be incredibly inaccurate, but you could do it. And that was sort of a big key thing back in those days. As for things like Far Cry, obviously creating beautiful environments, but lacking any sort of other sort of meaningful gameplay. I find that the Far Cries of late have kind of started to miss what made them good. I say starting. There's an awful lot of sort of political messages in them, I find, that can be a little bit... there's a time and a place, and sometimes in your mindless sort of shooters, maybe the time and place isn't necessarily then. God, which way do you go? I think it's straight down. Oh God. Yeah. Yep. Oh God. I hate platforming. It's fine in games like Portal because you can't die so much. There's sort of ways around it. It feels a little bit more responsive, but in Half-Life it really doesn't. First-person platforming. Oh, I hate it. Right. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm breaking all these crates because there might be things in them. There's not often things in them, but sometimes you get something. And we go up. Generally, something like Half-Life, you're there to you're trying to get to the surface, having. But I mean that doesn't necessarily work out too well. And thinking about it, it also does do the whole. You get, I think, about the third way through the game, and you lose all of your weapons for a bit, apart from a crowbar, which is a nice sort of break from the norm. That it sort of does this, and it sort of folds back in on itself. I just need to make sure that there's nothing useful. Right, so this is the way that I should be going because of elevator. So lower canal. Is that the one that I just came? Yeah, this was the door I just came. No, that was the door I just came out of. So what's down here is the question. Oh, it's just another way up. I could have gone through here and then up here. Fine. Sometimes they pay out, sometimes they don't. Right, let's just break some crates. Not those ones, not those ones. We're all good. Okay. And on we go up to the next section. You'll notice that, various videos I try to keep to very specific topics. This is one of them. This is very much a chat about games design and games history, which is, always quite important to get it sort of right, so that when people say, "Oh well, the first game to have a cover system was Gears of War," you can say, "No, actually it wasn't. It was a game called Kill Switch, which generally has gone under the radar, which is a shame. It was from what I remember of it, it was a fun game, but not really very memorable. Something like Gears of War is probably a more memorable game, but it also did have a much larger development team behind it. You would have let me in, really. Right, now that's... I don't want to go to the surface. If we stay put, someone's bound to come and rescue us. Yeah, that went well. Oh, for goodness sake. Scientist, come with me. Oh, scientist will not come. Yes, I am. Yes. Oh, yeah. He wants to hide behind the sofa. Fine. Oh, God, I hate these bits. I think I have to crawl through here a bit, for a little bit further. The whole office complex thing was actually quite an interesting one, because you went through opening doors, I think, so you could get a scientist from one side of the map to the other, because obviously scientists can't they can't climb through things like this. Okay. Where do I go now? There's a battery here. Could have sworn that I would... No, not through there. Not through there, not through there, or... here. Okay. Back to stage. Ow. Oh, God, I hate my sneezes. But, yeah. Don't actually... this is the bit that sometimes I think I've got stuck with in the past, because it's not hugely clear as to what you do. Hold on. So I can't get up through there. Hold on, can I just go through the glass? I think I can just go through the glass. Yes. I always forget things like glass being breakable. Alright. Basically, kind of have to come through here to get to here. Yeah, don't touch the water. Again, it's another little bit of tutorializing of water conducts electricity. It's adding new rules. It's adding a new rule set to an already established list of rules, which you may or may not need later on in the game. Oh God. Right. So now we can get through here, which means we can open this door. On-site military has been dispatched. Yep, that goes well. Oh, hound dog. Oh, eye dog. I can't remember. Is it hound dog? Oh, I can't remember what they're called. As I said, it's been a little while since I've played a game like this. Oh God. Yay, I can get up here and then drop into here. Oh, yes. Oh no, I need to leave these guys alive because I need to use them to draw the fire of that thing. There we go. Okay. No, 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 no. Make that go up. Ah, oh, damn it. So as I can remember, there's two ways of dealing with that turret. The first way is to just kill it. The second way is to basically use them. So that scientist, so he goes there, and then I run over here. Damn it. I think it's dead. And then I can get to this health kit. That turret is really nasty. The other way to do it is to get over here and then come under here, and then you can turn the turret off at that point as well. But yes, we decided to do it the panicky, crazy way of there is another turret around here, I suspect. Thankfully, when the next sort of big turrets come in, it's not quite. Ow. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they are a bit weird. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. No, 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 no. Okay. Scientists are dying left, right, and centre, and now we've got Vortigons, which killed me. Right, Vortigons. Let's not let them kill us. Ah, damn it. 3 of them, and I've only got a pistol. Oh, wait a minute. I have grenades. Ah, really should have gone in. 3 Vortigons with a pistol. It's not hugely easy, I have to say. And the grenades are not the best. I have to. I think I was caught on a chair. Oh god, killed them finally. Oh, there's a battery up here. That would have been useful to have. Oh well. Now, what's around here that might be useful? Like health kits, more batteries, another Vortigon. I swear they're using wall hacks. Okay. There we go. He's dead. Finally. I could do with some more ammunition. Come on, it's an office. There should be ammunition lying around everywhere, right? Surely this is like... Aha! Flares! Yay! I can burn things. Oh, I don't want to be there. Don't want to be there. I really don't want to be there. Jesus, no. God. Ammo. I'm so low. So low in ammo. Right. And health. Because we don't get the shotgun yet. The shotgun's really good against Vortigons, but don't have that yet. Ha! Health kit. That is a good question. I'm not certain which way the game wants me to go at this point. Oh, it's first aid. Yeah, okay. Lights. Lights are good. Lights usually lead out. Oh god. Guessing. Is that just like an optional area? Must have been. Okay. Fair enough. Probably didn't even need to do all that bit. I probably didn't really get anything out of it. Oh god. I didn't even get a scientist out of it in the end. Oh well. Onwards and downwards. Upwards. That's the one. Oh god, bad, bad. I can't even shoot the... I'm gonna have to... can I close the door? No, I've just opened the other door. Oh god. This has gone horribly wrong. Oh yeah, a little while ago I was talking about tutorials and why Dark Souls 3 was so bad. Basically, yeah, if you... Oh yeah, no, I did finish that thought. But also, yeah, putting stuff on the ground isn't hugely useful. Wear your goggles or wear new eyes. What are you still doing down here? Get topside. I hear troops are coming to save us. Yes, yes, they... Oh god. That's Vortigons. They've just taken away all my new health. Can I... Now, why would I want to come up here? Ah, because there is, in fact, a way through. I don't know where this goes. It doesn't go to the Vortigons, so that's good, I think. It's probably going to take me to the Vortigons, isn't it? Oh, it's just above them. There's 2 batteries up there. Whew. Right, okay, we've got 2 batteries, and now we've got to deal with Vortigons. Oof, God. It's not going to go well. No. Oh, God. No, no, I got stuck on a... He hit me and I... Yeah, okay, fine. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, God. Come on. Did I get scientist this? No, I didn't get scientist this time. This is just going to be me just dying endlessly at this point. Oh, damn it. Ow. 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 Trying to work out if there's a better way of doing the turret. I think that's literally the only way. You have to shoot it. I don't think there's another way you can sort of turn it off. I'm wondering if I could actually survive that. Anyway, I think you get the point. What I could actually do is tell her, wait here, please. Oh, God. What do we do with this scientist now that we have her? We're just sort of leading the scientist around of, you know, oh, well, we'll get you out. No, maybe we just... I will see if I can get a little bit further. Oh, God. Why are you here? I thought I told you to stay put. Okay. Stay here. No, 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 no. Stop. Yes, you are going to be safer over there because... Right. Alarm will sound when door is open. So we've kind of gone into this weird lockdown state. I'll come back for you. Now that I know where this goes, it's actually a really useful thing to get the batteries, because batteries save lives. Apart from all those times when they don't. But it's nice playing, you know, an old sort of classic game, but sort of polished up a little. But yeah, batteries. Let's just jump down to that quote. Okay. And polished up well as well. It's, you know, it's not a. Oh, there we go. We've got a. I'd love to get topside, but stay here. You, can you come with me? There's a gun in there. I want the gun. That looks like a Magnum. And I can't get in there. Oh wait, can I break the blinds? No. That's annoying. I wonder if there's another way in. Usually in these situations you look to see if there's like ceiling panels that look a little different. I wonder. Oh, she's just following us anyway. Oh god. What have you seen? All the headcrabs in the world. Can you access the mail server? Nobody back home is going to believe this. Will you tell people back home what's going on? Probably shouldn't. Right, okay. Right, so the canteen is clear. Canteen does appear to be clear. Excellent. Oh no, no, don't, yeah, get out of the way. Yes, yes, you do that. Dead. Right, well, I think at this point I'm going to end the stream here. Just before I go into another area. Yeah, so I might be back a little bit later to do some Satisfactory. We'll see. Yep, you come in here. I can't close the... Fine. Okay, I'm going to end this